A new lung doctor. Oh no, Mr. Blue. I hope you get better soon. Hey everybody, it's VW Bricks here for our weekly chat, or well, there's people in the chat, so I guess our weekly chat, because no one's joined me yet. Where are you guys? Anyway, hello, Yvonne and Mr. Blue, because you're the only two in the chat right now, at the looks of it. Although there are 3 people watching, so there's someone else there. Hello to you too. You're coming to my basement live from, what was I going to say? You're coming live to my basement where it's a living zone of mess and hectic prepping for a trip in a few days, 5 days-ish. Anyway. Hi, Ivani. If you're going to call me Jeffy, I'm going to call you Ivani. Or something worse. And hello, Eric Sith. And of course, Mr. Blue is here as well. Hello, hello. Mr. Blue is saying this is the 3rd stream he's watched tonight, saving the best for last. So there's something else after this, then I'm guessing that's what you mean, because that's going to be better than just me talking to people in chat. So I can give you a castle update, and I think I need to go this way. Bins. Castle is packed up, although I will be unpacking it again in the next few days. I've been working on, let me just move this, and this. So I'm working on the green space. Kind of looks like Donkey Kong got himself painted green and is lying flat on the table. Anyway, so we've got this is going to be the area where I don't want to say Renaissance Fair, Medieval Fair, because it's in medieval times. So where the fair is happening, or where the contest is going. So we have a jousting arena right here, this area here. There'll be bars or gates down the middle. Obviously, a couple of horses over in this green section right here. I'll have the crowd. Maybe it's better if I do this. Green section right here, I'll have the crowd. I feel like a weatherman. Today's high is, anyway. And then these lower 2 circles are going to be like little arenas for knights fighting. And down here, I'm going to do an archery field, an archery tournament, I guess. And then this trail over here will just keep on going down towards my elbow. So I've almost done that. I won't finish it tonight, but I'll probably finish it tomorrow. And then I'm going to do one quick dry fit or test fit with everything and make sure it's all working. And then one last pack up, and then I'll work on packing up the trailer over the weekend, or I guess early in the week. Mr. Blue got his booster this week. That's awesome. I got my booster last Thursday. Yeah, I got my booster on Thursday. So a week tomorrow, I will be fully vaccinated again. And my sister is saying that she's home for 5 days right now. She's not feeling well. And just a cold. But because of the fact that it's a cold, you need to stay home. Did I get a hair? Where'd my hair go? Yeah, actually, I was at you know, Jeff, you're going to pack and repack the trailer. No, I'm not. It's going to be cold the day I leave. But anyways, I did get a haircut actually just this afternoon after I was done work. I dropped my daughter off at her mom's and picked up a little package of Lego, which I'm not going to do a video on just because I picked it up from a local seller and I just don't have time to do a video. And it's just a very small order, just a few bricks. I can open it up online if we're really bored. And then I quickly checked. We've got a haircutting place in town that has an app that you can see how many people are in line in front of you. And when I checked the app, it was 0 people. There was 0 wait time. So I quickly drove over and they were about 20 minutes from closing. There was no one in the store except for the 2 people working. So I quickly walked in and said, can I get a cut? I don't have a reservation. And they're like, yeah, no problem. It's been really quiet today. So in Ontario today was our first day of mild lockdown, I want to say. Medium lockdown. So restaurants are closed for indoor, for people eating inside. Gyms and stuff are closed. But stores are still open. You can still go in. You can still get things. You can still get your hair cut. There's just a limited amount of people allowed in the building at any time. So yesterday I was talking to them and they said yesterday it was really busy, and today it's pretty much dead now. And I'm like, yeah, well, everybody probably thought you wouldn't be open because of the lockdown, so everybody was in yesterday trying to get their haircut. So yeah, I got a quick haircut. I figured I should look at least semi-presentable because the top half of my head is going to be visible the whole time, but the bottom half, not really. That's why I didn't shave today. Anyway, so yeah, yeah. The 20 minutes till closing. Thank God you don't have a lot of hair to begin with. No, it was funny though, because when I walked in, and I don't have my fig here, when I walked in, my hair was like, I hadn't combed my hair today, so my hair was pretty much flat except for the very top, the very middle, which was kind of peaked up. And when I walked in, the lady said to me, she's like, what do you want done? And I said, oh, cutting on 3 on the side, 5 on top. And she's like, oh, thank God, I thought you wanted to have a flat top, which coincidentally, that's the haircut that my minifigure in my logo for my page is a flat top minifigure hair. And I said, no, I like it short, because when it's not short, then I start getting all fluffy and stuff, and I don't like it. And the lady's like, oh, good, because flat tops are really hard to do, and I hate doing them. I'm like, okay, good. But they don't have a minifig hairstyle that's short cropped. That's why I've always went with the flat top one, because at least it's something. And it was tan, which again, they don't have blonde. I guess they do have that brighter yellow, but there's not very many hair pieces that fit my hair. So anyway, yeah, really short is the way to go. Just less work involved. Like my sister, she's practically bald too. No, she's not. I'm just trying to make her laugh or spit out her drink or whatever she might be doing. I don't know. So anyway, hi. I don't know if anybody's going to join this chat. I did send a post out for it, and someone gave a thumbs up. I'm just looking at the chat right now just to see. Okay, well, let's just say this. People have seen it. Chantel's seen it, but she might be working. Jeff McElway's seen it. Who else? David St-Cyr has seen it. Now, he might be putting his kids to bed. And it figures the second you say someone's name, they appear. Like, really?
Hi, Jeff.
Hey, Dave. How are you?
Good.
I was just going over who actually saw the link to the stream, and I'm like, oh, Dave did, and so did Jeff and stuff. But as soon as I said Dave, I heard beep. I'm like,
beep.
Figures. So, hello. Ooh, nice shirt.
Hey,
very appropriate shirt for today. I don't have a convention shirt that still fits me. But
well, it's an old T-shirt because it has the whole logo, because we can't not use the head.
Oh, apparently. So you should just go like this for the whole night. No, the other, there. Right. Of course, if you cover the B, then it's Rickomene. And that's not right either. We don't want to encourage Rick to have his own convention.
Nope.
And by Rick, I mean
convention of Rick.
Brickham's Den.
Could you imagine the Brickham's convention?
Oh yeah, just Jeff is selling Lego today. Yeah, that's possible. I know he's been selling off Kevin Hinkle stuff. And
I saw tomorrow. Yeah, I pop into the first auction.
Yeah.
And he had a bunch of green base plate. It was interesting.
Yeah, he was selling those at the very end.
Yeah, but it was interesting, but I got off the train pretty early because I was looking at the prices. Well, not the prices, but the rates for shipping, all that stuff to here. And it was like, it was
more expensive.
Way too expensive.
Yeah, Jeff sent me stickers a while back from their site, from his group, Tons of Fun. He'll just add himself. Hey, Dave. So Jeff sent me stickers a while ago, and I said how much was shipping. He's like, oh, it'll be like $4 or $5. So send me that. I'm like, okay, fine. And when I got the package, it took like a week or two to get, and he paid $35 or something to send me $4 in stickers. And I'm like, what? So I don't know. Like, there must be a cheaper way of shipping that, but I guess either he wasn't sure, or that's what they told him to ship it as, because they wanted to get as much money as possible. So I ended up I reimbursed him that money as well, because it's not fair for him to have to pay out of his pocket for something I wanted, right?
You shouldn't have to pay for that, but
yeah. Yeah, I could have sworn Jeff was on it tomorrow, because when I watched Tuesday, at the very end of it, he said I'll be on Thursday. I thought he said so, which is tomorrow. So, hello, Mr. Dave K.
Hello, everybody.
Thank you for arriving on
Hi,
time.
Mr. Blue. Hi, Yvonne. Hi, Eric Sith. Uh-oh.
Yep, that's it. There is a fourth person watching. I'm not sure who that is.
Okay, so not in the chat then.
Not in the chat. No, I'm just going through the chat. And it's not a bot yet, so
no.
We're good there. So yeah, I was before you guys joined in, I was giving a quick update. Just saying everything's packed up right now. I
Ready
bought
to
more
go?
bins. I bought more bins.
Ready
I
to
have more
go.
things to pack. I registered a few more mucks that I'm going to bring. I'm not just bringing the castle. I'm bringing one of my space hangers and my Royal York Hotel in Union Station, even though no one in Alabama is going to recognize that as anything.
But it looks good.
It's micro scale, and I figured, you know what, I'd rather register some stuff and have it there, and if they want it up, it can be up.
If you're going, you might as well go.
There you go.
Hey,
I'm not bringing my town.
And you have the trailer. I mean, it's not like it's filled up right to the door.
Right now it's empty because I think it'll all fit, and I still have the back of my truck. Like my SUV it's a 7-seater, so with the back seats down, I'm the only one driving up there, so I can basically
you don't have Maddie. You just have to bring your suitcase. So
yeah, just my suitcase and stuff. So
and lots of Lego.
And lots of Lego. Yeah, so I mean, I'm not worried about it. What's getting me is I was looking at the forecast, and Tuesday morning it's going to be like -10 or -20.
Yeah, it's going to be stupid weather for us.
Celsius. Yeah, and I'm like, I don't know how strong these bins are in the cold. I mean, I assume they'll be okay, but if I go over a couple of good bumps in the freezing cold, we might have some cracking. And if that's the case, I guess I buy some bins when I'm in the States, right?
Well, maybe you could like put an old blanket under them and over them, just to make sure that if you do get a bump, it will absorb.
It'll absorb. The problem is my trailer had a leak, and I don't know if it still does. So if I do that, then I might just have frozen blankets around my So that's one of the reasons.
Well, you're not gonna have frozen blankets because you're gonna get there and it's gonna be hot.
It's gonna be warmer. Yeah,
it's gonna be warmer. It's gonna be wet blankets, but it's not gonna be frozen. It's when you get back.
Yeah,
it's when you get back that you might have frozen blankets, and you might not be able to defrost them until this spring.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I'm basically I'm actually setting up the castle one more time, because my little jousting area here and the two little rings for like sword fighting and that, and then this gray piece right over my shoulder is going to be where the archery range is. So I just got to finish that. This is the last piece I have to do, basically. And once I do that, I'm just going to quickly put it beside the castle, bring all the black bins empty upstairs, and then carry all the big modules up. Everything else I can, like these smaller bins, I can carry up pretty easily. They're fairly light. They're bulky, but they're light. But it's just the big ones I got to carry up a piece at a time to be safe. So
I just want to say hi, Rick.
Rick? What Rick? Oh, Rick!
Yeah, Rick.
You showed up. Oh,
but he's wrapping stuff for his wife. It's a surprise. So we can't talk about it.
Well, okay. So technically, he might not be wrapping presents. He might be physically wrapping something for his wife. I know he spelled it wrong, but so Rick, we actually mentioned you earlier because David St-Cyr covered up the little minifig on his face, on his shirt, and he accidentally covered over the B. And I said, no, we don't want Rickomany. We don't want a Rickomany. That we don't need a convention based around Brickham's Den. No, thank you. He's already popular enough. Although that would mean he could have a convention based around them. Anyways, but we do miss you for sure. And Happy New Year to you and you guys as well.
Happy New Year.
It would probably be showcased on Instagram.
True.
Knowing Rick,
like Nomad. Sorry.
The tower's moving.
The tower's moving. My bricks and pieces.
I saw it lit up, but I didn't see it moving. Did you add motors, Dave?
Really?
I'm just saying on this stream, it looks like it's Nomad from Star Trek, the original series. Okay, I really have to start talking to people about Star Trek again. Nomad.
Do you think I can distract?
In the
hey, everybody, watch as I distract the Daves.
Yellow.
That.
Yellow.
Are those people who like colorized them, or those are actually windshields that you can get right now?
Do I colorize pieces?
Not you. Did you get them from?
Would
somebody?
I buy colorized pieces?
I do. I colorize pieces.
This is directly from Lego. This came in my bricks and pieces order today.
You got your bricks and pieces. I've been waiting for. Well, tomorrow I'll be. It would. I put in an order on December 6th, and it's still not in.
Yeah.
So
1 month tomorrow, Lego. 1 month.
Well, I can't complain because Jeffy got me these ones in the past, where so I got these big, huge cockpits from like the Lego World movie, and these smaller cockpits Jeffy got me in the past. I haven't used them yet. They're all in my trans yellow bin.
December 2nd, Dave, and it came in today.
So
December 2nd.
Yeah, so I'm a few days ahead of you.
Well, I mean, it might be because I checked in today and it still says in warehouse. So
really,
yeah,
I would give them a call because mine shipped. Mine shipped on, like I think it was. Hold on, let me just open up my spreadsheet again because I do keep track of this because it's interesting to see how. Well, because I keep track of everything on spreadsheets. Why am I lying?
Because you're a nerd.
I'm a geek. I ordered mine December 2nd and it was shipped on the 16th. So it was shipped like 14 days after ordering. 14 full days.
It's not shipped
days.
yet. It still says in warehouse.
I would give them a call and say, I placed an order and it has yet to be shipped. They might have lost your order. I mean, that's too bad, eh? So, I am very tempted to place more orders though because new pieces have come out, but I'm going to let it die down a little bit before I do that because there's many pages of new pieces. So speaking of new pieces, because new pieces come from new sets, and we have someone in our chat from Alabama.
Hey,
he's just trying to figure out if I'm going to show up or not. I bet.
And
yes, because you're the whole international portion of Brickfair Alabama.
As far as I know. Hey, Brick Snaps. How you doing? How you doing, Martin? Nice that you popped in, saying hi or greetings at least. Anyways, so yeah, I am
going to new sets. Yeah.
Sorry, what?
Going to new sets. That's news. I thought you were segueing into news.
We could do that, but we haven't actually.
I thought you were segueing. Speaking of new pieces,
I did want to, and then I realized because I just finished talking about what I did, but we never actually talked about what you guys did. Because I was just telling you guys what I did because I've already told everybody else because I was here 5 minutes before everybody.
That was such a perfect segue. As new cards come from new sets. Speaking of new sets, here's the news.
It was a totally new. Perfect. I totally agree. Okay, so hi Dave, how are you?
See, Dave, it's a production again.
The production values is awesome here.
It is. It's great.
The guests are awesome. The production sucks.
I wouldn't say the guests are awesome. I just whatever. I don't even.
We haven't had any guests. We're the hosts. We haven't had guests in a while.
Okay, the hosts are awesome.
I'm just saying the fact that you guys allow me on your stream just astounds me every day because really me.
Well, really? For the record, Dave joined and added himself to the stream, so it's not like we let him this time. But anyway. All right, Dave and Dave, what have you guys been doing this past week?
Go ahead, Dave. What's going on?
Dave's been on vacation.
I've been seriously. I got a little behind on my plan to sort and build my shelves because I've been spending time with my kids.
So that's awesome.
That's an excuse. No, I'm just joking. That's awesome.
That's a good.
So we're in the past 2 or 3 days. Yeah, the past 2 days we've been playing like a whole afternoon of Mario Kart. So
aren't they supposed to be doing school, Dave?
No, they don't start school. They start school online on the 11th for a week, and then they're supposed to go back to school.
Wow. So our kids were supposed to go back today, and then on Monday they announced that there's going to be no school till I think the 17th. And within a few hours, we had emails from our schools saying, we're going online as of today. So
no. Well, officially, my kids were supposed to go back on the 10th, January 10th, and the government said no, we're postponing that until January 17th. But there's going to be online courses starting on the 11th, so they have like a few days
extra. Wow. Yeah, so I can understand why you've been keeping the kids entertained.
So I've been keeping the kids entertained, and also since I'm gonna have not 1, not 2, but 3 kids and myself at home on a computer, probably going on a video link or something. I got a new Wi-Fi router, and yesterday I've been, installing the new modem and the new router, and figuring out how to connect everything, because it was just gonna go a whole lot of lag. So yeah,
you guys are sucking back the Wi-Fi.
Yeah, so got a brand new TP-Link AX 54,000.
Well, just remember that we're all of us in Canada are sharing that one internet link, so don't use all of it.
This is true.
We're all sharing one link.
Yeah.
So
we have to call each other up and say, "Can you get off the internet? I'm trying to look."
Can you get off the internet? I want to surf.
So that's what basically I've been doing. So no Lego, unfortunately.
No Lego.
But
well,
I did a little sorting, but nothing to write home about. So
you have 360 more days to get your Lego room sorted this year.
That's right. Before we come out for
I do plan on tomorrow. My wife's off actually, because usually she's off on the Wednesdays, but she worked today and she's off tomorrow, because today she got her booster shot.
Okay,
lucky her. So and tomorrow she's going to the hairstylist before they close down.
Gotcha. Today.
Yeah, I saw that. I wanted to mention it, Jeff. You got a nice haircut.
Oh, he's a handsome young man, that one.
I don't know, but young. That's gray. Hard to tell because it's blonde.
That's why I'm wearing. That's why I'm wearing my cap, because I'm going mostly gray.
Oh, I thought you were just bald. It's one or the other.
No, right? I'm not bald. Look,
I don't know my hat.
For hairline.
Hey,
but
that's my haircut.
Mostly gray.
Yeah.
Mostly gray.
Yeah, but it's gray on the parts that's not covered by the bell cap.
I got that from my St-Cyr grandpa, who died with all his hair, straight up, but it was white, like he turned all white like he was 35. So
yeah. Oh, well, okay. I was gonna say my dad's white too, all white too, but he's like in his 80s. So,
yeah, no, he turned white. All the memories I have of my grandpa, all the memories I have from my grandpa, he had all white hair, all the memories. So,
okay, he turns 80 this year. Okay, sorry. Anyways, and you mentioned gray hair. No, there was another segue I was going to jump over to Dave Cowdice on in that whole conversation, and I thought the one that I remembered was gray hair, but that wasn't it. Anyways, how about you, Dave? Have you been?
He's been doing a lot of videos. I've been watching Dave's videos. That's what I've been doing.
Yeah. And Dave, you got vaccinated on Friday with your booster,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And how did you recover?
My arm was sore.
Yeah.
That's the biggest effect that I had for the next whole day. My arm here was sore.
Mm-hmm.
I will say that on Saturday, on January 1st, obviously New Year's Day, we had nothing to do, and thankfully for that, because I got winded walking up the stairs.
Okay.
I felt tired. I felt like I ran a marathon. Like my legs were just aching when I was walking upstairs. But just walking, Sandy and I went for a walk around the block, which is fine. We were trying to do a couple 5K every day, and that was fine. But walking upstairs, I had a tough time with it on Saturday. But it's gone now. So
when you say a couple 5K, is that 2 5K? You're both doing 5K?
No. Like we
together,
you're doing 2.5K a day.
So is that 2.5 for each of you?
No.
Because it's a couple.
She got the Fitbit, and I had I used to have an Apple Watch, but I
you walk with her, and if she's doing 5K, you're doing 5K.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Whatever she walks.
So sorry, and did you get Moderna or Pfizer?
So the third shot was Moderna. We had 2 Pfizers. Our first 2 shots. This one, there was no Pfizer to be held except for people under 30 because the kids can't take Moderna or something. I don't know what it was. There was some sort of whatever.
Yeah.
But we have Moderna, and all 3 of us went, and so me, Sandy, and their mom, and we all got our shots. We were home. Like it was we walked in, got our shots, walked out. It was like not even 20 minutes.
And Moderna, I had the same thing on my previous shot. I was out for a day, just exhausted. Not tired, just physically not able to move.
My legs hurt. I'm going like it felt like I walked up the CN Tower. I don't remember my legs being this tired. But that's fine because now everything's fine. So.
Cool. Okay, so let's get back to the Lego videos that you've been making. I'm about 2 days behind because
so you're 2 days behind, so you're like 10 videos behind.
I think so.
Because David's been producing like crazy, but it's all short videos.
So except for one, which is an hour.
Yeah, for the big tangent one, because I haven't seen that one. I started it, but I wanted to join the stream, so.
So that's why you were late. You were watching Dave's video. So it's Dave's fault you were late? Is that what you're saying?
No, I was watching Dave's video while I was putting the youngest one to sleep.
Oh, okay.
And then I saw the hour. It said 9 o'clock. Oh my God, I'm forgetting Jeff.
Well, the first 30 minutes is like to actually talk about Lego. The rest of it's just me going off on some wild tangent. So it's not really.
I'm actually only 3 behind, and the next one in my queue is the wild tangent of 57 minutes.
Thanks, Yvonne.
What?
Because she's watching my videos.
Okay, but she's also home for the 5 days, so
she's got nothing to do.
And I'm glad to help her waste her time. I mean, whatever I can do. I do go on about nothing.
Just watch him at 1.5 the speed. So
I was gonna say Dave's gonna fast forward it to like 1.5 speed.
I have to teach her how to do that if she doesn't know how to. If you go into the settings in YouTube, you can change the speed.
Yeah.
I would say set it to 0.5 speed because then Dave just rambles forever.
It goes like this. And now I'm gonna.
That was actually Dave at 1 speed, just so you know. Anyway.
On the tower.
Are you turning it on and off, Dave, or have you got it to actually flash?
Battery.
Okay. I haven't seen the videos.
EOWire.
The
EOWire has 3 settings. It has epilepsy mode and
epilepsy mode.
Almost.
And then just on.
Warning flashes can cause seizures, but I actually have to be wary of that for historical or stuff for family.
The tower. Do you have any of those lights blinking at all, or are they all just
solid? You can't see it, but I do have a life lights kit at the. I don't know why it's on right now. Oh wait, because I have to turn it off. So you have down here.
Oh yeah, blinking there. Okay. Oh, that's cool. I like that.
So I use the advanced life lights kit. And I put it on not the Night Rider, which goes back and forth, but basically the continuous marquee.
Continuous one. Yeah, I have to play
but Dave, I gotta say, I really enjoyed the how to build round shape with wings videos. That was good. They were great videos. Yep.
Yeah. It also works as a great fan too. Because Dave needs some fans.
Click and subscribe.
Don't click and subscribe unless you want to.
And so
I don't need you. I want you. That's my whole thing. If I need this, then it's no longer a hobby. If we want to hang out together, then it's a nice hobby. So that's my
Dave is in between the letter B and the letter S. No, I'm just joking. So yeah, you've been working on that. You've been making amazing videos.
Sure.
You've got it to not fall apart.
Yeah, I did. I can shake it. Look.
Did you actually glue it?
I'm not saying.
Okay, because I haven't read those videos yet, or I haven't got.
No, I don't talk about it. I'm not. It's magic. It's staying together. So I can shake it.
Magic. In other words, the next event Dave's at that I'm at, I'm going to go investigate the magic.
The next time we do a show, Jeff's going to walk over.
Oh, you did glue it.
Where did you? Because I did suggest something on in the comments of your video. I did suggest a solution that wouldn't hurt the bricks.
Should we stop talking? Because he said, wait. Oh, he's going to night mode.
I love this thing.
It's better lighting.
I don't build great things often. So when I build something that I absolutely adore, I'm just gonna hug it and squeeze it and call it Bob.
There you go.
Bob the Tower.
Bob the Tower.
I don't want to give you suggestions because I don't want you to have to take anything apart. But I would almost say you'd want to put some of those blinking lights on top of that ring as well.
Like I was thinking about that. I was thinking about that, and I got 2 more dance kits that I haven't used yet.
Yeah.
And I got like 6 or 7 basic kits. There's a basic kit right here.
Yeah.
But I got a bunch in the bag that I ordered off of Rob a couple years back, just for future. I think I'm gonna need, because I'm trying to keep what's left. Going off far too many tangents in my head right now.
Yeah.
What's left is the landing pads on the glued to or taped to the wood. I got like 5 landing pads. And each landing pad takes up 12 lights, so it needs 2 kits each.
Yeah. So
I'm gonna need more basic kits, and I want to do more flashy things, like Jeff just suggested. I don't know if I'm gonna do it on here again because I do have access maybe, but I like the flashy things, and I don't know what I'm gonna do. I have some ideas. So now that this is done, because when I put the whole tower together, I put it in my living room the other night. This was a deficiency that I had to get fixed before I put the whole thing away. So, but my next step is to start hauling out the wooden modules with the 6 base plates on them and start lighting those up.
So, they offer about Life Lights and me. If you want me to bring,
the Rob doesn't have his. He doesn't have his. We've been in contact, sending each other text, but he doesn't have his power converters yet. So he discontinued the 120 volt power converters.
Okay. Yeah.
123, but he's now is cheaper. He has the USB, which basically is the same thing. The USB converter, you just plug into a USB port, and it comes with an extension, and it comes with a 120 volt plug that plugs in, has a wall wart on it that knocks it down to USB power. But the USB power supply does the regular life lights and the nanos, so it's convertible. You can use it for both, nanos, which is kind of neat. So he only has to have 1 power supply now, which I'm very impressed with. I don't have any nanos. I might start ordering nanos to see if I like that for my spaceships, because I have
the nanos are just really thin wired ones, right?
Very thin wire, so you don't have to drill and or build a way for the wire to get to where you want it.
Yeah, okay.
It will fit between base plates, or fit between plates. So I might order a couple nano kits as well, but I'll wait for the power supplies to come in because I need those. I mean, I can use my battery boxes that I have here for testing. But so I am hardcore right now. I have put my Classic Space reviews on hold. Of course, I stopped right when there was a UFO set that I definitely do not own, but that's fine. But I will pick those up after I start getting comfortable with what I have. Because if the summer gets better and the COVID crisis is done, I'm going to be doing shows. And I'm really looking forward to what we discussed with our other friend about shows throughout Ontario with us. Mm-hmm. And I want to get this done for that. So this is my focus right now.
Can you guys still, can you still hear and see me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hi.
Chrome is not responding right now. I
so
can't
like,
do anything. No. Well, I can see myself and I can see you guys. I have a filter over the page, like a light gray filter, because I was trying to share the Rob's Lifelight site and it's dead. So I'm just going to quickly exit the Chrome tab and come back in. So
okay, we'll still be here. We'll still be here.
I hope so.
Bye,
okay,
okay, we're going to kick him out now. Bye.
Bye, Jeff.
If I can exit. I don't know if we can exit.
Bye, Jeff.
Yeah, my magic is not working at all.
This is now the Dave show.
So I've been doing this, and I am quote unquote fully sorted, which I'm happy about because I spent most of up through Christmas sorting. So I do have a box down here from my Valley Village finds that are not sorted, but I still have to wash, and I'm not even worried about that right now. So and I got all the alternate colors. So Jessica be in here twice. That's awesome. That is great.
Frozen Jeff and Jeff.
Oh, can you actually see me in this picture? Because
yes, we can see you frozen.
Yeah.
There you go.
No, I just removed it. So
oh, Jeffy.
I mean, I can add it back to stream. I don't know if you see me. I see black.
Now we see
black now, but before it was you. And
it's
gone.
It's gone. Yeah. Okay. Sorry about that. I was trying to share.
It's Rob Hendricks. Lifeline.
Share his screen in
case
we wanted to actually talk about it, and I need to share the screen anyhow. And
I had fun with the series. Yeah. So Rob Hendricks, there you go, and somewhere on there is the power converter.
Yeah, I did just have it. That's too big. It was down here, I think, right here. USB power.
Yeah, adapter. USB power adapter. $14.99.
Yeah. So is that the better way to go then? Instead of battery boxes?
If you don't want to use battery boxes, then yeah, that's the way to go.
Good to know.
But he doesn't have any. Does he have stock? Because the last time I said out of stock.
Oh.
He texted me saying he better order some more. So I don't know if they're in yet.
Sorry. Nope, you just passed it to.
Oh, that's right there. The other one was something different.
Oh, out of stock.
Seems to
I was able to add it to the cart though.
Out of stock.
Yeah, I tried that, and then it won't let you order anything.
Okay. Well, if you have to place an order with Rob, please let me know because I'll order one too and help pay for your shipping.
Oh, for sure. We will order them together because it works for me that way.
Yeah.
I will say we've known Rob since well before Brickfest 2004, and he on Lugnet advertised his life lights, and the second he advertised them, I started buying them. So I have a couple original kits, which he's come a long way. They made a lot better, a lot more solid, and I love his stuff. But I do want to try the nanos and for the spaceships, and that's why I like the power supply because the power supply will supply power.
Thanks, man.
Excuse me, for the nanos and the regular lights that I have.
I just like to inform my sister that she already had two brothers, so this is not a new statement.
But two new brothers named Jeff. There was two of you on the screen at one point. That's what she was referring.
It was Frozen Jeff and Canadian Jeff.
That's right.
Which coincidentally, if the temperatures get cold while unloading the trailer, will again be the same brother.
Yeah.
Frozen Canadian Jeff.
Frozen Canadian Jeff.
Frozen Canadian Jeff.
Anyway, all right. So shall we hit the news?
Hit the news.
Yes.
Let's hit the news.
In the news.
Dear people of the internet, I apologize for that. Anyway.
Hey, it's our thing.
Unfortunately, everything is going to refresh as I go in. Well, it's not refreshing. Anyways, okay. So news. There was actually a lot of news this week. There's numerous tabs. The very first thing was interesting, and I heard about it in one of the New Year streams. Price changes happened on the UK site and some of the other European countries. They had price adjustments done on New Year's Day, and some of them were good, some of them were bad. Like,
yeah.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
Most of them are in favor of Lego, but
well, yeah. I mean, the Millennium Falcon went up 8%, but the Imperial Star Destroyer, which is also a huge set, went down 5%. So on average, more things went up than down. But you know,
if anybody's interested, I have an original USC Star Destroyer right here underneath my desk here. That's still in the box. That I've
it's
never
old gray and probably.
If you want to pay me, you can have it.
Wow, he bought that off of someone years ago, and
bought as a
but Dave, it's a nice part spec of old gray.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll go to the other way. It is an old, yeah, but not the old gray I needed. So, speaking of which, old gray I needed. I picked that up from one of my local Peterborough stores today.
Nice.
So. I haven't actually opened it, but it's old gray bits. Anyways, so yeah, just kind of a note, and it did happen to other European countries, but Brickset hasn't compiled that list yet. But it was only a European thing. They had mentioned it earlier in the year that they were adjusting European countries, and they had started with some of the, I want to say, the Baltic type European countries. So I guess they just applied it to more of them on New Year's.
Good night, Axel.
Oh, hey, Axel. Axel, how you doing?
Hey, Axel. Hi, Axel.
Yeah, that's his way of saying good day.
Okay, good day, Axel.
It's nighttime for him, so technically good night works.
I'm glad Axel's here because he takes care of things in the background.
Mr. Blue did too, I thought.
Mr. Blue, that's awesome.
Mr. Blue got rid of our robot for us.
Thank you, Mr. Blue.
So, thank you. Yes, for sure. Anyways, all right. Next news article. There have been some set announcements or set reveals. See, like I said, because I reset, everything has the banner stuff. Okay, so new set reveals. There's the bunny set. If you don't build this set quickly, you'll have about 1,000 bunnies in the box. Just saying.
Oh, that's what happens.
Because they're bunnies, and that's what they do. But anyway, and apparently this ad is sponsored by TD Bank, which is in French. Anyway.
Ingénieur et géoscientifique, vous pouvez.
Yeah,
I was reading.
Talking. There is another set reveal on here that we'll show in a few minutes as well.
They're cute fuzzy bunnies.
They're cute
bunnies. But Jeff, what makes you say that there's a girl bunny and a boy bunny there?
Because there's eggs.
Bunny. That's one thing I kept here. No, hey, I'm just saying. Hey, it's a new set. Look, I got something that was released in the past year, so I do have.
Dave has a bunny. That's a good point. I assume that it's a boy and a girl bunny. But that being said, I mean, it could be two girls
or two boys. or non-binary bunnies.
Non-binary bunnies. Yes, Axel, I know. I was just being goofy. And don't feed the carrots to bunnies after midnight. Oh, no,
that's actually, Gremlins.
That's Gremlins. But I didn't pull it up, but there was a Lego Ideas Gremlins set that hit 10,000 votes this week. I didn't actually pull it up or include it in the news, but because I don't know if it would actually make it to Ideas. But anyways, so the Lego Harry Potter, there are better images of the March release stuff. We've kind of talked about this before, but if there's anybody interested in some better images, there's a couple more of these books. While I'm in the States, if I can find the first wave of books for cheap, I might pick some up, because they're a lot cheaper than here or there when they're on clearance than they were here. But yeah, so there's the Hogwarts divination class, divination, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And if you don't watch movies, and you'll know the word, which has got a nice purple cover, which to Dave sometimes is blue, but we won't go there. Because Dave had purple bricks in his face later. And a nice black book as well for the Defense of the Dark Arts class with Mad Eye Mooney. Which is
They're
cool.
such good movies.
Oh, they are.
They're just such adorable movies.
They are. And then there's the Hospital Wayne set, which comes with Madame Pomfrey. And the scary thing is that I remember the names. That's how good the movies and the books are. That you remember the name
does
of
Harry
the
have no
nurse.
bones in his arm in the hospital wing?
Well, there's one where Hermione's wearing a cast here, and there's one where Ron has a cast on. But yeah, it's not the Harry one.
Okay.
I was wondering if it was going to be the Time Turners because it has the clock in here, but Hermione doesn't have the necklace on either. So.
There you go.
I originally thought
things
that's what
that we noticed as geeks of Harry Potter.
Harry Potter's awesime.
Harry Potter is like one of the best movie series ever.
It is. Right.
And we have to fast forward when Dobby dies because we can't handle it. I actually I get a little misty and I can't. Dobby dying is tough.
I agree. It is.
That's tough. And Melville at the end when he becomes a superhero, that was great. Not spoilers.
Great, Dave. You ruined it for everybody. Anyway, so store calendars. Every month we used to get a PDF file from Lego's website that showed us what deals were coming up and stuff. No, not that calendar, the other calendar. Yeah, that calendar wasn't actually available at any Lego stores. That was an Amazon purchase.
I have it.
Yeah, I'm thinking of getting one. I'm also really interested in that meal because it looks yummy. Although it'd be a little hard to eat, literally.
I will say when I opened this thing up because it was in the it's in the stocking, right? Well, it was on top of the so I'm opening it up and going, okay, what? Why? And because I didn't have that, I was still covered.
Yeah,
Why have a bowl of food in it? Like, why? What's this bowl of food? Like calendar of food? Like, what? Oh wait, it's Lego. Oh wait. I get it.
And Dave, I hate to say it, it's kind of obvious that you didn't know it was Lego because it's all made with pieces you don't own.
All pieces that I don't own.
Like there's nothing blocky in that.
There's nothing. Like even on the back, it's like, wow, look at these builds. I'm going, holy.
All built in snot and
snot.
Yeah, stuff that I can't do.
Although it's Dave, to say that after saying that, your space base is totally calendar worthy.
Well, my space base doesn't have any pieces that were created after 1985.
Yes, it does.
Hardly anything.
Yeah.
Well, it's got 2x4 bricks that were created after 1985.
Well, okay, it has pieces that were created, but not molds pieces that were created after 1985.
So yeah, the Lego store calendars are canceled for this year. So I'm assuming we're going to have to rely on articles from our from like Brickset and things like that, or in this case,
recognize Lego Media or something like that.
Because the Brick Fan actually posted this on December 31st that the promotion for January is this little tiny skateboard town set, which has some nice arches in gray, but it was only available. It was a promotion if you spent $40 or more US on Lego City sets. So
because Josh would like that.
Well, yeah, exactly, but it didn't apply to everything. Like last year, the first set for the year, the gift for purchase, that nice car, right? The classic car, which sold out like that. So, and I've heard a few people say they didn't buy a lot of Lego because their gift for purchase didn't apply, so it wasn't worth it to them. So, I mean, I think Dana was saying it in Old Gray Bricks the other night that he'll just wait till a double VIP points come up or a better gift for purchase, and then he'll buy the set. So coincidentally, I haven't actually been on Shop at Home other than to pull up the page like today to see what the sets are available. I haven't bought anything. I haven't looked at Shop at Home for like a week
because nothing is available. Nothing.
Well, I'm assuming you're saying that so that I don't buy, so I appreciate that. But if not, anyway. All right. So yeah, the calendars are canceled. We hope they'll come back at some point. But for now, we'll have to rely on social media.
I would understand if your Lego wanted to like get rid of the paper version.
Printed versions, yes.
The paper version that they give away in store, but at least like produce the PDF so and
but I mean that takes a long time to do, and they've had issues in the past where the PDF was created and I believe one of the sets wasn't available. So that would have pissed off more people, possibly. I don't know if that's the case, but I mean, we have had
That makes
stuff
sense.
that suddenly got pulled off the shelf or was available later, and there was a gift for purchase last year that was available later in the year. And Axel's agreeing, lots of sets are sold out, and we will get to that because we are still tracking that, so we'll get there. At least for Canada, because that's where we are. So Lego dropped an image this week, are one of the Hungarian realtor sets that showed some nice models here from the creator line, but it included the Vespa scooter, which wasn't announced yet. So there's a creator Vespa scooter. What was that?
I like the double-decker bus. That's cute.
The double-decker bus, and there's a globe in this picture. And let's just say there are some leaked pictures of the Lego Ideas.
The Lego globe.
Yeah. I am gonna get that for sure. I adore the globe.
Dave doesn't even know what it looks like yet, but yeah,
I do because I saw pictures of it.
Well, how did you see that? Don't answer. Yeah.
Somewhere on my Facebook.
Don't answer. Someone may have posted. I don't know who it was.
Oh, we don't know. I hadn't seen it.
No idea. Yeah.
It was on Facebook.
It was on Instagram.
Oh, it was on Facebook. One of my friends.
So I look forward to seeing that set. Also for Valentine's Day and available currently, assuming it's still available but not sold out, is the Valentine's Day Lovebirds. Absolutely awesome. If you want this set, I recommend buying it now and not waiting till closer to Valentine's Day, because last year the set was a bear with a heart, and I ordered it. It was on back order. I ordered it, and I didn't get it till July. Little late for Valentine's Day, just saying.
Not that has any bearing.
Here you go, honey. I love you. It's July.
Not the same job.
Yes, but I love you every month of the year.
We'll see if it's actually available. But anyway, next up.
Next.
Anyways, I think this is a cool little set. Nice
It's a beautiful little set.
Is there a better picture of them?
With two non-binary
birds.
Birds.
Two non-binary helicopter birds.
And lots of hearts. I love these heart tiles, so it's cool to see some more of those. Extra lives in case you need them. It is currently available in the country that we're in, $12.99. I don't know.
$12.99. That's actually on I might log in tonight.
No, hold on.
Yo, change the reach.
Sold out.
Whoa.
No, it's just US.
You're not gonna get them for that cheap.
$16.99.
$16.99.
Canadian. So,
but it's still available.
The link, it's still available. So
add to bag.
Add to bag. You might want to do it now. Oh, what just happened there?
Right after the show, I'm gonna order one.
What? Anyway,
continue shopping.
All right.
I haven't bought the Lego set from the store in like years. So.
What about the Winnie the Pooh set?
My wife, I haven't bought one. My wife gives me these things.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
Actually, Winnie the Pooh I bought for her. Sorry, you're right, Dave. I bought that for her. That was her Christmas present last year.
There you go.
And Doc put it together.
Most male birds are the birds. The ones, aren't they? Most male birds are the predator birds.
Usually.
There's some cases that the female is
90%. The males are the ones that have the bright colors.
Yeah.
Especially when it comes to like Oreos and goldfinches and blue jays and cardinals, like all the major ones around here. The males and the women are always subdued gray, brown.
Axel, I would guess that a woman in Houston did get the set because there's lots of women in Houston. I think you're talking about Emmasaurus, and I believe they did get that set. But anyways, and Mr. Blue doesn't like Winnie the Pooh. I actually just got my Winnie the Pooh set in from Amazon because I ordered it for $20 off, and it came in early. So it's up on the shelf.
I just learned yesterday that the Winnie the Pooh license is like
it's free.
It went public. It went public.
It's now.
Oh my God! So everything's going to be Winnie the Pooh.
Yeah,
and
you don't have to pay anybody a dime.
I don't know you. Winnie the Pooh was invented by a Canadian.
Yes, Winnipeg. We know, but does that mean like how about the Disney version of the characters though?
The Disneyized version you can't touch.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
But Winnie the Pooh, you can talk about all you want.
Yeah, because I know that I knew that because Ryan Reynolds actually made a sarcastic version of Winnie the Pooh.
Oh, okay.
Winnie the Pooh.
And actually, that's fair that you don't want to name other streamers and other channels. I don't mind if you do here because if there's someone I haven't seen before, it might be worth watching, right? So,
yeah.
But
the only thing worth watching is this one right here, this guy right here. Only one worth watching.
Oh, hold on.
This guy too.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
These guys. Watch these guys.
Wait.
Oh.
That.
Yeah. Now you keep pointing me. Ha 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 ha. Anyways, all right. So, Lego brand stores when they first opened. When Lego brand stores first open, they do have a set giveaway. In this case, if you spend over $125 currency, I'm assuming American, a set will be given to you for free. They're usually limited numbers of those sets. Yeah, they used to.
Well, those are the giveaway. This is what we got for helping. Remember that?
Yeah, but they also gave those as giveaways at the Toronto stores and stuff to the people.
Never been open.
The first 500 people got that. Of course, the helpers got it too. So obviously, the first 400.
61 of 500.
There you go. So this year, the free store set or the new store set is this nice little Lego store, which is it's like a micro version of a Lego store. It looks kind of cool.
Yep.
But I don't know of any Lego stores opened up anywhere outside of maybe China. I don't know if there's obviously probably going to be some opening, but I don't know where and when. So we used to be able to check the Lego store calendars to see which store will be opening.
But we don't have that anymore.
But it's funny because this article was earlier than the Lego store calendar being canceled. But apparently you can't check that anymore. So we might be able to look later on Shop at Home to see if there are any store openings announcing. But there's that piece of news.
Well, the best way to know if there's a store opening is to look at the ads for when they're looking for store managers.
Yeah, that's true.
That's true.
That's very true.
Because they usually get their store managers before they announce that a store is opening. So that's how we knew that there was a store opening in Laval and a store opening in Pointe Claire, because both wanted ads were published before we knew the stores were coming.
It was very interesting that I knew that the one that was opening up in Sherway before Jen Clark, whatever her name is. And she was miffed that I knew before she did. And then going, well, I just have nothing good information.
You mean Jen Wagner?
Calvin. Wagner, whatever her name is.
Wagner, the brick chick girl.
Yeah.
Because that's her store name. I'm not calling her a chick just for the record.
Because I knew that the Sherway Gardens store was going to open. Lego store was going in Sherway Gardens like 5 months before everybody else.
Yeah, okay.
And that's because I knew people who knew the owners of the building.
Yeah.
And they have to lose it. So it's like,
welcome in.
Hey Rick.
Okay,
so this site has hit me with major ads. Lego is expanding their factory in China. They had an announcement of opening another
Shazam!
factory.
All bricks count. All bricks count.
Dave's about 30 seconds behind right now. Anyway.
Yeah. I'm old, right? The eyes get.
I know you're interrupting me as I'm talking. I totally know
look in here and say, "Oh,
it's an internet connection. It's getting.
Yeah, we're sharing it."
Well, that's why I had issues earlier on. Anyway, and this page is probably killing my internet connection because it keeps on refreshing. But Lego was building a factory in one of the other Asian countries, and I don't remember which one it was. We were talking about it about
Vietnam,
right? So, and they're also expanding the Chinese, the one of the plants in China. So growth is growth, and that's awesome. More Lego in the world.
That's perfect.
To sell to us. Yay.
Well, probably more for the Pacific region, but.
Well, but if we buy old parts from Bricklink, then some of them may come from there.
Yeah.
Depends where you buy from. Anyway.
That's right.
Anyway, so being January 1st or January 5th now, there are a lot of parts available and that have come out new, which
Ding-ding.
I'd love to go over, but I'm not sure if we want to do that because there's like a 700 plus parts, I think.
Oh my goodness!
If not 1,000 plus parts.
And none of them are 1x16 Technic bricks.
I don't know, Dave. I haven't looked. I mean, New Elementary has an article. New Elementary has an article showing that there's 1,019 bricks. I also saw on Brickhead that there was 924 in gold. So maybe we'll put those aside for a few minutes. We'll finish up the news and then come back to those if we want, if we're done talking about events, or maybe we'll look at this as a different. Maybe in our next stream we do a new part stream, something like that. Just because there's a lot, and
there's a lot, and we don't want to waste time.
Well, and I don't want to bore people. So the set listing that we had last week was 200 and something, or 199 sets. We're now down to 62 sets that are available or that have not been released yet. So these are 2022 sets that haven't been released yet. And there were actually 3 quick sets here I don't know that I've seen before, which is this little monster kit. We might have seen these ones before. Little CFUN kit and blocks and functions. We might have seen that one. So maybe we did see this.
Yeah, okay. we did see.
I'm just old or I forgot.
But they're not released yet, so
they're not released yet. And I'm just scrolling through to see if there was anything else because actually I missed this. Yeah, the Brickheadz. I missed the article.
Pretty little Brickheadz.
So there is 3 new Brickhead sets that have been announced as well. One of them was Stranger Things with these creatures, and
but they never watched, so I'm like incredulous as to that Brickhead with the exploding face.
Dark tan ladders.
Ladders
could be interesting.
Space ladders.
And of course, Buzz Lightyear, which we had mentioned previously, but we also now have Woody and Bo Peep.
Buzz Lightyear to the rescue.
To infinity and beyond.
And lastly, Roadrunner and Wile E. Coyote.
Beep, beep.
Beep, beep. So I'm actually interested because this to me means that we'll actually get Bugs Bunny and other things in the future. Maybe even an anvil. Good point.
That Roadrunner is cute.
Was it for those guys? And again, just scrolling through, we talked about the John Deere tractor. We've looked at these 2.
Coming in March.
But the interesting thing is I don't see the other sound set, so maybe that was released in Europe already. The other space sets.
Yeah.
Or they wouldn't have been released because Giddens would have picked one up by now.
Yep.
And we would know. Speaking of which, I haven't seen him in chat yet. Oh,
he's busy. He's getting ready for sure.
is in the chat as well. Welcome. I'm just trying to see if we missed anybody because we've been.
Yeah, Macro. Hi.
Yeah, good day, Jeff. Good to find a fellow Canadian. Oh, you're Canadian. Cool. We're actually all 3 Canadians, so
we're not Canadian at all.
Dave St-Cyr is above me. He's from the Montreal area.
Mr.
Provence is from the armpit of Ontario. If you're from Ontario, you know where that is.
The Hammer.
He's from Hamilton.
The Hammer.
Whereabouts are you from? Macro. And the space sets are coming out in March. Okay, it's just interesting that they're not showing on this page. But anyway, so yeah, we'll look at the added set parts next time. There was an interesting piece that popped up on Discord today, Dave. I don't know where this Forklift Fork is for, but it almost looks like the original Classic Space one.
It does.
The original one. It looks like it's got the locking clips
instead. The locking hinge plates.
The locking hinge parts. Yeah, but
it doesn't have the
actual fork.
It doesn't have the fork. No, so I don't know. I'm gonna have to see if we can figure out what set that's from. Because it doesn't say here. Although 4518, hold on, we can quickly look that up. This brick set should have it too. 4518. View all parts. Is it only the 4? Is it 4? Apparently there's a lot of parts. Oh, it's also including anything that has 4518 in the number. Let me just go back to that. 6035530. Let's try that. 6035530. There it is. Element master forklift. 4518. I think I entered the number wrong. 6 occurrences. So what new set did they come in? 2013, 14, 17, 16.
Cargo truck.
tank.
Look at the first one, the cargo truck.
Yeah, but that's from 2013. There's a couple of numbers here, so I'm just trying to see. That's the same, I think. Oh, this is the same purchased. It's weird. Maybe it was missed, or maybe someone just found it online, like found it and posted it. But I thought it was a new part available now, but obviously it's been used in the past. For example, in here. So okay, nothing new there. I just threw me off because it was like, oh, what's that part doing there? So, hey, dude, Jude, he's also joined us.
Oh, dude, Jude.
Hey, dude.
Oh, and Macros from Calgary. Cool. I'm going to be hopefully flying through Calgary in March in order to go to Bricks Cascade. So apparently I'm going to every event this year after missing so many for so many years. Anyway, all right. I think we're on we can do the travel countdown because Alabama's 5 days away.
5 days! 5 days!
Can I remove Rick? Can I remove?
And
David
there was much rejoicing.
And lastly,
I did stop bugging you about your castle because you're done.
It's pretty much done. Yeah. And lastly, we have our fun little geekiness that we are. There are currently 990 sets available on Shop at Home. And we love seeing.
Are you on the Canadian version?
I am on.
Just make sure.
Yes, I am. I am on the Canadian version. I should just look to the URL. There are 990 sets available on Shop at Home, and we've been playing a game since the beginning of October called "How Many Sets Does Lego Have?" So we're just going to scroll down here and look at these beautiful numbers.
I guess because I got some money for Christmas.
$774.
And I wanted to get a Lego set.
Well, you're not getting the
not available
that are out of stock, and you're not getting the 16 that are back ordered, and you're not getting the 20 that are coming soon. And guess what, Dave? You could possibly get the 190 available now, but that's only 19%.
190. That's like 80 more than there was last month.
80 more.
Yeah, but
only less than 10%. 8% of the sale. 8% of the sets that can't. Or it only raised the amount of sets available by 8%.
Yeah,
which is just insane. And Bama Bricks has joined us as well. Hello, Bama Bricks.
Yeah, because I'm looking at into buying the Discovery Channel, the Discovery shuttle.
Yeah,
my favorite build this year. Easily.
Is the Discovery available?
No, it is not. It is available though on Amazon, which is weird.
Oh. Well, and
so I might get it from Amazon.
We just want available now. Let's narrow that band down. And hey, look, you can buy the Coliseum. It's never sold out ever.
Easily, like the Saturn V was awesome, but this is more awesome for me.
Yeah, I do agree.
It was honestly, it was a joy to build, and it's a joy to look at. It's like honestly, I love the space shuttle since 1977 when the Enterprise rolled out of the big hangar there, and all the crew were there, and Gene Roddenberry and everybody, and seeing all the flights off the 747, and watching the Columbia take off for the first time. Like this was my older cousins were all the Apollos because they were old enough to watch it. I was 2 years old when the Apollo 11 happened, but this was my NASA right here, and I was in tears when the Challenger blew up for the wonderful astronauts that we lost.
Yeah.
And I loved that when the Endeavour came out, one of my favorite names for anything, and the Discovery, best thing ever.
Yeah.
Right
Axel was saying 8% of 1,000 sets is still 80 sets. Yeah, so there is actually 190 sets available, so it's double that. But my point was more, we went from 11% to 19%, so it's only an 8% increase of sets available.
Yeah, for a January 1st release where you get a whole bunch of new sets coming out.
Now, I mean, and that being said, like the difference between 111 and 90 is what, 79 sets, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, 79 sets, and we went from 104 to 20. So basically, all those 79 sets were added, and I don't think many of them have sold out, or a few have become available again that were sold out. But like I would love to have seen this number at least increase more than the
at least
the
to like the
9% drop
50%.
here, 9% drop here, and an 8% increase here. It's like that's just not right. And more sets went on.
Yeah, it should be at least at 50% now.
Yeah, I agree. And now
At
just out of
least.
curiosity, what went to back order? The hospital's on back order. The crane, okay, well there goes my idea for something to buy. Okay. Because I was like, you can buy that town set to get that little thingy, because that's like a $49 set and you need 50. Go figure. Thank you, Lego. And a bunch of the Minecraft sets and the pets. And the tulips are back ordered again.
The base plate is back ordered.
Well, base plate is because they're replacing it, right? As well. So they don't have any new. They probably sold out because they're going to the paper packaging for the base plates.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyway. All right. So enough of that.
No, it's pretty good.
This save. Yeah, I'd be interested to see how it's going in the next few weeks. Next week when this show is happening, we'll do it again. Of course, we'll be live from
Alabama.
Place. Speaking of being live from somewhere else, this week's topic is Lego cons are starting, and what's
that was a good segue. That was really good, Johnny.
See, I
high
worked
production
on that one.
value.
It took me all day to plan that.
High production values right there. You are getting what you pay for, people. You're getting what you pay for.
They pay nothing, so they're getting nothing, I guess. But anyways,
at least unless you're YouTube subscriber, so you pay for not having ads.
So let's talk about this. Lego cons are starting. What's your favorite activity?
Lego cons are starting. So this weekend is actually the first Lego con of the year. And it's Bricks LA. That's why I did throw the logo up here on the top. But it is a closed con. It's only open for the attendees. There's no public.
So that's for COVID reasons.
For COVID reasons, yes. And I mean, it makes sense to me as well. And LA, I think, is probably more of an area where they're more concerned about the COVID as well. Yeah. I'm not trying to shun Brickfair Alabama. Or the county, the city of Alabama, the state of Alabama, but Brickfair Alabama on the top of their page right now has there are no restrictions in Alabama. There's no mask requirements in Alabama, so there's no so the show is open. Have fun.
That's particular.
I will be attending Brickfair Alabama. If I haven't said it enough times in the stream, I'm just,
But you're not going to be there on public days.
I am not going to be there on public days, and when I am there with the other AFOLs, I will be masked the entire time unless I'm actually shoving food in my mouth or changing my mask.
And that's because you have to come back to Canada.
Because I do have to come back to Canada, and I don't want to get stuck in Buffalo,
for
New York
7 days,
for a week or 7 days or however long, and having to work out of a hotel room and not being able to actually leave the hotel room. And that being said, if I am in Buffalo, New York, and I wanted to leave the hotel room, it's probably just better to stay in the hotel room because it's probably nicer than Buffalo, New York. No, just joking.
We love Buffalo.
There's nothing to do in Buffalo. There's nothing to do in Buffalo.
Stop at some of the stores.
There's that scene in Wayne's World when they go to Baltimore, and what are we doing in Baltimore? That should have been Buffalo.
Yeah, this is true.
Although I saw Bryan Adams at the Odd back in the day.
There you go. When I used to listen to country music, I saw Garth Brooks in the actual the stadium in Buffalo. I'm trying to think what it was called. The football stadium. Was it the Odd?
Oh no, the Odd's the hockey arena.
No, it's not. It was the hockey rink. I think it was that we saw, but I don't
think it's called the Odd now because I think
it changed names.
But I saw Bryan Adams back in the day, back in my early 20s.
Oh, dude, Jude's gonna be there during public day, I bet. Yeah, dude, I'm.
It's tough.
I want to be there for the whole time, but at the same time, I don't want to accidentally get anything. So
he'll make his mind up as the day goes by.
Yeah. Now, dude, if you send me a message on the Instagrams or somewhere and let me know you're around, I can maybe meet you outside or something. We can chat for a few or something.
Outside is a good idea.
Yeah, just
That's a
I
good
don't want to
challenge,
be in the building when it's completely crowded and I have no control over what's going on. It's just me and like I said, I got to cross the border and I need to have a COVID test, which I'm doing Sunday morning. And if I get negative, I'm stuck in the States.
Omicron is really
Yeah, it's
viral.
contagious.
Omicron is very contagious. So
yeah. So, but anyways, Lego cons. Let's not talk about that because it's
The badness. We're going to talk about the greatness about Lego cons. What's the best thing about them?
So some of us have been to Lego cons. We were actually discussing last on Sunday in our chat about how many cons we had been to. I actually made a mistake. There were 10 Brickheadz. There were not 11. So this con will be number 19 for me. Bricks Cascade will be number 20. Assuming I can get there on a plane because planes are being canceled. That's a whole different story. We're not going there. Oh, okay. Dude Jude's actually there the whole time. Okay, yes. So I just won't be there. So we can talk during non-public times. But yeah. Okay, good. That's good. I assumed you would be there during the whole time. That's why I was like when you said no public. I want to see people's faces when they see the thing that's in boxes behind me. I totally want to see it.
Big ass castle.
Big ass castle.
Back? No, back isn't a good name. I actually haven't gotten a good name for it. I mean, Spiral Castle is what's listed on the map right now, so that's what it's called. Actually, the card's probably already been printed, so it's called the Spiral Castle. Anyway, so yeah, I've been to. This will be my 19th convention. Mr. St-Cyr, you've been to how many now? What was the number? Dave, do the math. Other Dave, do the math.
I think it was.
He was a Brickfet.
Eight.
Yeah, 3 Brickfets. How many Brickamanis how many of those?
3 Brickfets, 3 Brickamanis, 2 Cine Brick. So yeah.
8. Okay. And Mr. Cowdice, you've been to a few yourself.
How many are we? Like, how small are we getting? Are we talking about the convention cons that I did last year?
Conventions. So conventions that had, say, like public days and non-public days.
Okay, so like the Comic Cons that I did last year or the year before, not valid.
No,
okay.
I would say not those.
No.
I would say just Lego conventions.
Lego cons. Lego cons.
What about the Unite? We were over in Barrie before I got my gallbladder out 2 years ago.
Well, I didn't count that one because I wasn't actually there. I visited, but if there was a convention where there was stuff going on before and after with activities and the days before.
Okay, well then there's Brickfet and there's Brickfet and there's Brickfet.
There were 10 Brickfet. How many did you miss?
I think I missed 2. I missed one in Montreal.
You missed 2 in Montreal and 1 in Ottawa.
Okay, I missed 2 and I missed 1 in.
And you missed 1 in Toronto.
I showed up, but I didn't bring anything. So
how many? Oh, where?
And I paid for it. So
which did you show up and not bring anything?
The second last one or the third last one.
Okay, there was a one.
So Brick World and Brickfest 2004.
And Brickfair,
nope.
Virginia.
Nope.
Okay,
Brickfest 2004 and Brick World 2010.
Okay.
And then after that, 2011, we did all in Toronto.
Yeah.
So maybe 10.
Sorry, my
maybe 9.
Messaged something. So if you're listening, my niece messaged something. But
that many.
Do you have a 2016?
Do I have a 2016 Brick Fett?
I do not have a 2016 brick.
Where's your 2016 brick, Jeff?
I think we didn't make enough.
Oh.
And I don't think some of us got it. I think that's what happened. But I'm not 100% sure. I remember there was a year where we were out of bricks, like because I was doing table sales. I was doing the sales of Brickfet merchandise and stuff at the show as one of the organizers. That was my job during the show. And I know we had run out of Brickfet badges. Like we always had extras that we would sell to the public, and we'd have loyal people that came back every year and they'd want to get their badge. And I remember one year we didn't have enough made, and it was like I don't know the reason for it, but we just didn't have enough. And I think it might have been 2016 because that's the one badge I'm missing. But it doesn't matter. I mean, I know where I was.
I'm gonna have 2 or 3 because Josh was there, and I was there, and Sandy was there, and we all bought our kits, so we might have.
But
3.
Did you get a 16 badge?
Yeah, so there's one.
Oh, you did get one. Okay. Yeah, I don't know where mine is. I might have it. I couldn't find it in any of my bins, so I need to look at it. So this is Dude Jude's second con. Awesome. Sorry, and thank you, Macro Brick, for don't forget to hit that like button. Personally, I don't care. I know it helps the algorithms and stuff. Subscribe, like if you want. I'm
Jeffy's awesome. So like and subscribe.
Because Dave doesn't subscribe his videos.
No, don't like subscribe to my channel, but for Jeff's channel, absolutely like and subscribe.
If you like classic space goodness, you have to actually subscribe to both of these guys. Although Dave doesn't really do much on videos because, well, he's busy playing in Mario Kart with his kids all day instead of building his Lego room.
I like
I'm mostly on Facebook, so that's.
I like the auctions and I like Dirty Brickster. Those are my favorite parts of the con.
The auctions and what?
The Dirty Brickster.
Whoops, sorry about that.
Dirty Brickster.
I was gonna say Dirty Brickster. Dirty Brickster is a cool activity. It's a cool activity if everyone participates and brings in good gifts.
Yeah, good unique gifts.
Don't bring in some bionicle crappy stuff that no one wants.
Yeah. So if anybody doesn't know, Dirty Brickster is a version of Secret Santa plus additional stuff. So everybody brings something in valued at X number of dollars or more or less. No, valued under usually $25 is what we used to do. And it would be basically everybody draws a number. So you have like 30 people in the room. You get 30 people drawing numbers. Whoever has the number one gets to pick first. And they walk around.
You unwraps
the present on the table.
Yeah.
And then you hold on to that. And hopefully it's something you want. And if not, someone else might steal it. And if it is something you want, someone will steal it. And then what happens is the number two goes and they have the choice of taking something off the table or stealing the number one's present. And then number one goes back up and grabs the next.
The presents can be sold 3 times.
And after 3 times, at the third time, they're locked down. So there's a little bit of trickery and stuff, but it's just fun. It's a fun thing to do.
And one rule that we added here in Kela, because we always do a Dirty Brickster for our Christmas meeting, the meeting that's held on January. We always add the rule that the first one who got picked gets to exchange his gift, even though the gifts is locked down. You can exchange it for, because he was the first one and he didn't have a choice. So
and I think we did do that in the later Brickfets as well.
I think we did that. Yeah.
Number one gets a final choice to steal something back, because it does suck to be number one because it's fun because you're always the one that has to go back up and find something else or steal from someone else. But if something gets stolen from you, it kind of sucks.
And if you unwrap something sucky, you're going to be stuck with it for the whole damn.
Yeah. So what we ended up doing, we had a fun little thing as well because we actually had someone bring one of the Mega Bloks Smurf boxes.
Oh yeah.
With Lego in it to our very first Brickfet. And what ended up happening was whoever got that box, no one planned this, but what ended up happening the next year, the person who had gotten that box put something else in the box and wrapped it out. So we had the Smurf box come back every year. And after year 2 or 3, it was one of those, if you have the box, you got to bring it back next year. If not, get it to someone who can bring it back. Because it was funny to see that same Smurf Mega Block set come back.
Yeah. But like I said, if you do participate in a Dirty Brickster,
cool.
Just bringing a good gift. Like if it's a $30 value, bring in something that you got at $30 on a sale or on discount.
Yeah.
So
versus it's actually retails for $30.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I brought in a 1.8 one year.
Yeah, and that was the other thing. Custom mocks. Deborah Higdon. If
I brought in her furniture. Yeah.
If people don't know Deborah Higdon, Buildings Blocked, I think, is her screen name for Flickr and stuff. But if you look for Deborah Higdon, she's from Ottawa. She builds Lego furniture and does an amazing job. So every year she would bring Lego furniture in a package, and that would be your thing. But it's a unique model,
somewhat right? a cool gift that I also saw was one time that someone brought in like a whole Ziploc bag of old gray bricks. So
That was
that was really cool.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. It's always awesome to have too. So yeah, Dirty Brickster. What was the other one that you mentioned, Countess?
The
auction.
The auction. Yeah. Okay. So auction as well. We would always raise money. Like most conventions do an auction where you raise money for a local show, or for a local charity or something like that. So people donate. Usually what happens is you have a few gifts, like the organizers have a few gifts in the auction, but as people come in, they donate stuff as well. And Dave Cowdice has done it. I've done it, where if you built a model, you build an extra one and you don't tell anybody about it or whatever. And when the auction time comes up, the auction starts and suddenly a 928 appears, or like another modified, like a little set that someone's built starts appearing, and people start donating stuff. And the money goes to auction. I mean,
that's a lot of fun. Auctions are a fun thing.
And you pay you pay more than you want to, but the money's going to charity, so it's good, right?
Yeah.
And it's absolutely fun for sure. So yeah, we got those. Mr. St-Cyr, what else? What did you like?
I really like doing drafts.
Drafts, yeah. I'm signed up for one for Brickfair, I think, or at least I put my name on it.
We actually started one on the last Bricomanie that we held.
Okay.
And it was a lot of fun. It was late in the evening, and people had to sign. People had to sign up for it.
Yeah.
But it's fun because you're sitting at a table, you're sharing stories, you're just it's just connecting with other AFOLs about anything and everything. So
so background drafts, basically if you want in, you pay X amount of dollars or bring a set, and it's usually everybody brings the same set that's currently on sale at Walmart or Target or whatever, or the venue provides multiple copies of a set, and your buy-in to it pays for those sets. I bought these off of Amazon a couple of weeks ago for dirt cheap, or for half price, and they're going to my Bricklink store. But that's a different story. That's why I have them sitting there. But that's a after convention job. And so basically what happens is everybody ponies up $20, $30 that go to pay for those sets, and then everybody at the table breaks this, separates there we go. Everybody that's participating quickly helps sort the sets into their individual parts. They usually get put into a bag or cups or whatever. Again, a number is picked. Everybody picks a number, and you go from 1 to 30 if there's 30 people. And number one has first choice. They can pick whatever parts they want. I can't remember if there was a quantity of parts per thing or if it's just all of that one part. I can't remember how that was done.
Well, it depends on which how you want to you do your draft, because you could do like 5 rounds of one piece
that's
each,
right.
and then you can do piece. Then you can go to 2 pieces, then you can go to 3 pieces.
Okay.
But
thank you.
There's also other variations where you sort out the pieces, and when you pick the whole bunch, because like if you have a few like 30 1x6, you divide it by two
groups of 5 or
two groups, and you bring in the whole group. So
so basically it starts at number 1, goes to the end, and then whoever's number 30, if there's 30 people, that person gets to choose first the next round. Then you go back down to 1, and it keeps on going until all the parts are gone. So what happens is you don't get all the parts you want out of that set, but you have a good chance of getting at least one of the top 30 parts that you might want or whatever, and
or a good load of parts
and multiple pieces, multiple quantities of the same part as well. Sorry, I didn't interrupt you, but yeah. So I mean, drafts are awesome. Anything else that you can think of that you liked?
Well, there's a few games that we play in Bricomanie, like the build in a bag.
Yeah.
So you put all the pieces of one set in a Ziploc bag. Okay. And basically, you have to build the set.
Build in the bag.
But within the bag, you cannot remove any pieces from the.
Yep. Another variation is within the poly bag. Like if you have the poly bag.
The poly bag. Like, we did that with the boat that one year at Brickfest.
Yeah. Yeah.
We also do the backwards building, where you're building, but you're looking at in the mirror. So
Okay.
You cannot see what you're building other than looking in the mirrors. So you're building backwards.
Yeah. So I did something at Brickfair, Virginia back in 2017, I think it was. And it was the first time I ever done it, and it was the blind build. So
Oh yeah,
it was a Lego Batman Brickhead. And basically you there's like a box, there's like a wall set up in front of you. It's got two holes for your hands to go in, and it's like V-shaped, so you can't see in it. You can see you have the instructions beside you, and basically what you have to do is feel the pieces and build the set.
Wow.
And it's timed, and it's based on accuracy as well, because a 1x4 brick could appear in multiple colors. So I was I actually won that one at Brickfair that year, and my Batman had it was like 2 1x4 printed tiles were backwards or something like that. And I mean, I found that as a kind of fun because it takes away that sense. You can't see what you're building. You can feel, but you can't see. And it was I don't know. I love that one, and I was going to check the site to see if there was a blind build this year.
There's also other variations where you have it's a 2-person build. One person is building, but the other person has the instructions, and you have to yell out to the other person explain to the other person what they're supposed to do.
Yeah. As we're talking, I'm signing up for the blind build.
I want to do a blind build.
Because that was just fun.
Can you?
Oh, the other one's a teen. So there's an adult one and a teen one. I'm also just trying to see if there's anything else that's kind of cool in here. A lot of the bigger events have GBC workshops as well.
GBC, yeah.
You buy in for $30 or whatever. There's limited seats, obviously, because they have the little GBC kit, Great Ball Contraption kit, and you basically they teach you build it, you then put it into the Great Ball Contraption display that's going on at the show, and you get to walk away with that Great Ball Contraption afterwards. And it's a fun thing to do. I've never done it, but I'm assuming there's some educational part of that as well to kind of tell you how it works and stuff.
I always like the education part when they have some groups of chats or groups of showing how to do something.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and we used to have we would have we'd have the model builders in type thing, or I'm trying the presentations. People would give presentations.
Presentations.
The original Brickfests back in the early 2000s, it was a lot of presentations and stuff, and it was
a lot of
because
presentations.
None of us
it was at university, and they had the room, so we actually had
worked out well. Yeah.
And
a lot of us were still new to the fan community,
because one of them was how to build snot. Like seriously, there was an actual Brickfest how to build snot.
Yeah,
come on.
And now that's just
I still need that, by the way. Just let you know.
Yeah, well, Dave, there's some snot in that building. Those radar dishes are snot.
Yeah, okay. Yes,
one activity.
There's not.
One activity that's very popular in at Bricomanie is on the Saturday night. We usually it's usually the AFOL night. So after the show, we all get together. We keep everyone in. We order pizza for everyone, and we actually after everyone has eaten, we actually have the grand quiz where we ask really, really tough questions about Lego and the hobby.
Yeah.
Jenny did that one year at the beginning. Remember? She had the quiz.
Yeah.
So and it's by team. And the last time we did it, we actually had an app where we could scan all the answers in just a quick sweep of the room. So it was it was actually very, very fun because at the end it was by teams, and then for the last round all 4 members of the winning team were divided, so we choose a grand winner for the
you are the weakest link. Goodbye.
Yeah, pretty much that. So yeah, it's a very cool, and you actually learn a lot during those quiz because people do their research and they go deep and deep and
I will
deep
say there's some
into
huge
the
fans
hobby.
there's huge fans of the hobby that have all the minutiae of all the all the little facts, the
Yeah,
vast accumulation of knowledge about our hobby. I just what the Lego bricks, like whatever.
Oh, excellent.
I will say one of my most favorite things, and did it at Brick World, and we did it in Brickfet every year, was the lights out, which is
Lights
exactly why I'm doing this.
Yeah. And that happens in a lot of events for sure. As long as you can get the
Lights out is
lights
awesome.
Yeah. Draw a picture of depicting the ABS for chemists. That's nice. I like that. Brickham's Den is shopping around right now, asking for the Toys R Us truck. Goofball. Anyway, and you know what? I no one's mentioned the one thing that about cons. That's our favorite activity.
Public day.
No, meeting everybody that you know online.
Public day.
Apparently, Dave doesn't know anybody online. Public day, yes. Public day, obviously. Showing off your model, watching people's eyes light up as they come around a corner and see the goodness of space.
But on the other hand, public days are not for everyone. Some AFOs are not comfortable talking to people, talking to strangers. I'm totally for public days. I stand right by my mocks and all day long, and I take like a 15-minute top break to go eat and to go to the bathroom, but that's about it. All at public days, you're gonna see me right next to my mock, right next to my layout, explaining to people, and I have a great time. But I know that some AFOs don't enjoy the interaction, don't enjoy meeting people. So, I prefer if they don't show up for public days, because most of the time they're gonna bring everybody. They're gonna bring the show down. They're gonna bring the visitors down. They're gonna say things they're gonna regret later. They're gonna do things they're gonna regret later.
On Jeff's point, the first time I was at Brickfast in 2004. I mean, we were online on Lugnet since 1999, and then Christina did the first Brickfest. I don't know, 2000 or whatever it was, the very first Lego convention. We didn't. I didn't go. I don't think Jeff went either.
Excuse me.
The first Brickfest.
Oh, the very first. No, I didn't go to the first one, but I went to the next 5.
2000. That's fine.
2001 I didn't go to. I've been to 2002 to 6.
So when I went in 2004, I met all the people that we were talking with on Lugnet for a half a decade already.
Yeah.
And so I got to meet Chris. I got to meet Christina. I got to meet like all these people. And it was astoundingly, and I will say Brickfest, like Brickfet is my favorite con of all time. Brickfet, just because it's here, and there's a whole reasons why I loved it. But Brickfest, the very first time, the only time I went, I was meeting all these people that I've only met virtually online, and it was such a joy to be with them, and that continued over to Brickfet because I met Nathalie over from K-Lug over there. Okay. And we had that chat, and it was absolutely very comfortable to talk to people I've only talked to online, and so meeting like-minded people that you've met virtually and talked to virtually, like you get to know them a lot with all the things we do online and Lugnet back in the day, but to meet them live in person was awesome.
And even currently, I mean, one of the reasons I wanted to go to Alabama in the first place was because I met people through the old Gray Bricks crew, and like I knew a few of them already from the old days, but like meeting Matt and meeting Dana and seeing all those people online, and now it's like I want to meet you guys in person, right?
Exactly.
And when you get to the con and you actually meet those people, it just flows because you already kind of know these people. You already kind of interacted with those people, so you simply I mean, it's like magic. You get along with these people instantly, and
Because we're
you
talking about a universal. We already have a universal language to talk about,
yeah.
right? The brick.
Well, yeah, but you get to talk about other subject than Lego, and you find out that you all have all these subject, all these interests in common with, because we're all geeks. We're all into the geeky universe. So space dudes are gonna, of course, talk about space shows and sci-fi and science and space exploration, and city guys are gonna talk about trains and cars, and so you instantly get that connection.
Oh.
And
I'm sorry, Axel has been making me laugh for the past 30 seconds.
He's good.
I don't want to make you meet you in real life. Fine. I don't blame you either. Maybe when everything's calmed down, we'll eventually be able to meet some of our overseas people and stuff too, and
yeah.
And that, yeah.
But yeah, and one activity, it's an unofficial activity in all of the cons. But going out to lunch or to dinner with other AFOLs,
yeah,
magical.
Yeah, and during public days, possibly sometimes just escaping for a few hours with other AFOLs as well.
Yeah, yes.
Going to a Lego store with other AFOLs.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
Yeah.
Don't bring your wallet if you don't want to ruin yourself. But
yeah. Well, you know what? We never actually talked about that one. In the earlier days of cons,
yeah,
Lego would come to the events. Like Lego still has some representation at these events, but we used to get at the early Brick Fests. We used to get like 4 or 5 people from Lego coming to the event, and it was KKK. It was the owner of Lego and like his top people and stuff, and some designers and things. But also they gave Lego stores permission to give us a discount, which normally wouldn't happen. So we would go to Lego stores one morning of the event. I think it was usually the Friday morning or something. And we would stand in line like it was the first day opening these days, like our first day of set release of these days. And we would go into the store and we would get like a 20 or 30% discount on stuff. And they would have brought in old, like one year they brought in like black tile bags and red tile bags, like the 100 bags that they used to have years ago before we had Pick-a-Brick and that type of stuff. And they would bring in all this stuff. Like I remember years we had 1x1 gray plates and all the different shades back when it was old gray and old dark gray, but they also had the very light gray bags as well, and they had white and black.
From the mosaics.
It was from the mosaic, the original mosaic kits that they had.
Yeah.
So it was just a great opportunity for us to go in and buy stuff. And then you get a few Bricklink vendors that would just sit in the back and wait and say, whatever's left, I'll buy it.
Not
back
KKK.
then, they were okay with that. Sorry?
We're talking about Axel. I love it.
Oh, Axel, what's Axel saying?
KKK, the Southern people in dresses?
No, just a guy who owns the company.
Yeah, no, and yeah, KKK is Kirk Christensen. I forget what his middle name is. Originally, it was when they were naming him, they were actually meant to use CKK, but I think someone wrote it wrong on the birth certificate, so he ended up being a KKK, and it's a very, not very good name nowadays, but. Unfortunately, the Lego community, at least the older Lego community, that's what we call him, because those were his initials. And yeah, Jude, there's no store in Alabama. So I'm actually debating the 2.5-hour drive to Atlanta to hit a Lego store on public day, because I don't want to be there on public day. I want to be there on public day, but I don't want to be there because I don't want to get infected. But at the same time, driving to another state to go to a Lego store, probably not a good way to stay non-infected as well. So I don't know. But yeah, fun stuff. So yeah, going to Lego stores was always fun. Obviously that doesn't happen anymore because conventions got too popular and too many people were going and Lego wasn't making their money. But people still traveled to Lego stores, as you said, on certain times of the day. And we did Brickfet one year because we knew Graham who's Graham's been on our chat, and he was the master builder at the Lego store at the Lego Discovery Center that had opened in Toronto. We were able to arrange an adult night at the Lego store for a couple hours, and a lot of people went and went to go to the to check out the Lego Discovery Center because it was fairly new at that point as well, and it was kind of fun.
And at that time, you could not you could only
Couldn't go
visit
in
if you
without
had
a
a
kid.
child.
Yeah.
If you had a kid,
Yeah,
you
yeah, and that's still
go
the
in if
rules.
you-
The rules for those places. If you don't have a kid, you can't go in. But they do actually now have an adult night scheduled once every couple of months, I think it is, or something like that.
They
that's
did, yeah.
specifically for that. So, but yeah. So, I don't know. Conventions are awesome. If you haven't been able to get to one,
Conventions are awesome.
try to put it into your schedule or try to plan for it. They are
And-
expensive because you buy Lego, you have to travel there, you have to stay there. It is better to stay
Hotel.
close to the events than to drive home the whole time. I mean, I'm gonna.
Yeah,
be
if
15
you
minutes
if you
away.
want to enjoy it, if you want to enjoy your experience, you gotta stay close. Either you're like 30 minutes away from the convention, you're staying 30, or you're staying at the hotel or near the venue,
whatever's close by. Yeah, and I mean it. Most conventions do try and get a hotel and get a block of rooms. So getting into that block of rooms means that there's going to be other AFOLs there. Like Alabama, I've got a bed and breakfast rented because I'm pulling a trailer and I don't want to park a trailer in a hotel parking lot because I don't know if they're going to be able to pull like 2-car spots and stuff. So I've got a bed and breakfast booked and I'm going to be staying there and I can leave my trailer there locked up type thing. So I'm not too worried about that. But that's
okay.
one of the reasons I'm not in the hotel this year because
The B&B is cheaper and better.
the B&B is the same price. It actually, well, I mean, I'm sharing it at least with one other person now, so it will be a little cheaper.
But the fact that you get to leave the trailer, like I would hate to leave a trailer in a parking lot.
Yeah, and I mean, we've done that at Brickfet, but that was different because we worked for, like, we were the ones buying the space or renting the space off of them. So we said we want those trailers to be monitored, and like anybody who's got a trailer
And
back there, we want
Canada.
to be watched. And Canada as well, yes. And I'm not saying my trailer would get stolen.
We're not saying that.
No.
and
but-
so basically, if you're from Canada, there are currently 3 cons you can go. There's Brickcan
in BC.
in BC.
Vancouver, I think it is.
Yeah, well, I think it's in Victoria.
Victoria or Vancouver? I thought it was Vancouver. It wasn't on the island. It was, but I could be wrong. I know
Okay.
it was at a casino the first few years. I will quickly look it up as you're talking. Brickcan. Let's
So
go.
Brickcan. So if you're out west, Brickcan is the place to go, and there's Bricks in the Six that
Bricks in the
happens
Six
in
in
Toronto.
Yeah. This year, rumor has it that it'll be closer to the airport as opposed to downtown Toronto, which makes it a lot cheaper to stay at and a lot easier to access as well if you are coming from out of the country. If it happens, I guarantee I will be there. I think pretty sure Dave will be there. This Dave will be here. I hope this Dave can join us too, but we'll see. And Dave, if you need a place to stay, I'm willing to, Dave, you've got a family, but Dave, if you come out and you need a place to stay, we can work out something, share a room, whatever.
Cool.
I don't stink that much. No.
So
I'm just-
and if you're on the eastern side of Canada, whether Quebec or in the Maritimes, you can go to Bricomanie.
Many, yes.
Usually it's near Montreal.
Yep.
The last two events were in Saint-Hyacinthe, which is about like 45 minutes away from Montreal. It's not so, but we were there because it has a big convention center floor. It's ideal for a Lego show because you get those big. First of all, you get that you get the painted cement floors and the big wide garage doors. You can actually take your car in, put out your boxes, take out your boxes near your spot, and just drive yourself out. So yeah,
Overlord show. That was a good show.
Vancouver is where it was, at least in
Vancouver?
20. Yeah, 2019, I think it was. 2018, it was in Vancouver. I don't know beyond that. That's all the information I can find. So it's in the proper of like
so yeah,
close
three
to
cons in just in Canada. So
Yep.
you get your pick, or there's a whole bunch of events that you can go in the States, either Eastern
I do,
or
Hey, dude. Thanks for popping in and
Western.
saying hi, and see you in a week, in 2 days, a week and 1 day. Oh my gosh. Anyway.
So yeah,
Yeah.
if you're in AFOL, you haven't gone to a con yet, get yourself to a con.
Yeah, for sure. And I mean, it is scary the first time you go, but as soon as you get there and you know one person, or you get to know one person, you get introduced to other people as the days go on, and walk up to someone and say, "Hey, cool mock," and start talking to them. Right? Like,
Yeah, we don't bite.
we all speak the same language, unless you're at Brickomany. Then there are some people that might not speak the same language, but
They're gonna try. If you speak
gonna
to
try.
them, they're gonna try their darn hardest to speak to you in English.
Yeah, we're getting really botted tonight, if that's a word. I don't know. We've had about 4 or 5 of them.
Haven't paid attention.
Yeah. Oh, did Mr. Blue leave? Oh, I missed that. Sorry, Mr. Blue. See ya. And let's see if Dave Caddis knows what that says.
No.
Well, Tristan,
Oh,
sleep
Tristan.
well, or I think it's good talking. I think that's what it translates to, or yeah, good talking. Well, Tristan. Anyways, or well to rest. I can't remember. Anyways, but I know the word. Sorry.
What? It said ik weet het niet.
Yeah. I would say Hadlapotop, but that just means go sit on it. That's actually a bad phrase, I believe. But anyways, said we're just trying to alienate French Dave by talking Dutch to each other.
Talking Dutch.
Both of our Dutches.
I just have the last name. That's all I got.
Yeah. Thank you, dude. I tried blocking them too. The bots. But anyway, yeah. So conventions are definitely fun and awesome, and we'll get better.
I can't wait till I start again.
Yeah. I mean,
so you're very lucky to go, Jeff. Very lucky.
Yes. Again, very worried about going as well, and
You'll be fine.
You'll be fine. You'll be fine.
Yes, I know that.
Take lots of pictures.
But yeah, and yeah, well to rest. Thank you, Axel. I wasn't sure. I was close. Rest. No, I wasn't close. But anyways, yeah, I will take lots of pictures, and I know I'm going to have fun. I'm going to be able to meet up with people I haven't seen for a very long time, and people I've never met. And I look forward to future events when I can meet up with other people and people in the chat. The chat's kind of that way for me, but anyways. So yeah.
The chat over there.
So, but I think we'll call it here, since we seem to be wrapping up anyhow, or at least in my brain we are.
Well, see again, perfect segue. You were good segues all night long. The professionalism of this show was fantastic. The production values
compared to earlier comments.
It was awesome. I like the segues. They were perfect.
Well, I'm trying. I am.
Let's lead into the next story. That was fantastic. I appreciate it.
Yeah. Well, I'm trying. So, but yeah, one of the reasons I'm also trying to wrap it up is so I can get some other things wrapped up.
Okay, so Jeff's got to go. Good night, everybody.
Which I probably won't do tonight.
Good night, everybody.
I have a Bricklink quarter to fill. But anyways,
everybody have a good night.
I'm clicking the button. So